Okay.
This is a good place.
Uh-huh.
There's another one in East Palmdale.
Uh-huh.
And that's also another good meeting point. The whole point of this skateboarding having a park here. If there was no park, they'd be doing it in the park here, over here, getting arrested. I got a ticket a little while back that cost $200 for skateboarding without one of these.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous, it's sad, but it's the law.
Uh-huh. This is skate park at Palmdale. A little bit bigger than the one on the west side. And you see it's fenced all the way around. And there are people skating in here. It looks to me like they're 6 years up to maybe 40 or 50.
You put together basically a video of your best stuff. You send it in to sponsors and see who will pick you up. There's shoe sponsors, board sponsors, wheel sponsors, drink sponsors, clothes sponsors, you name it, you can do it.
Uh-huh.
It just depends on your skateboard all cities. Cities. Then you can sign yourself up with a shoe company, depending on who picks you up. Depends on the product you get.
I see.
Obviously, the better you are, the more sponsors you get. You don't have to be sponsored by one person. It's ideal to get sponsored by multiple people.
You just got to work at it.
Yeah, that's all it is. So especially if you guys are trying to get something going in Rosamond, it's a great idea.
Sure.
It's great for a lot of kids. It gives them and provides them a safe place to go to foster their abilities and just to grow up. This definitely is something that you can't learn in school.
You have to go to our main office, which is on 10th Street East, and go in there, sign the application, and take a photo ID right there, and you get it.
Go in with your parent?
If you're over 18, go by yourself. If you're under 18, you go with a parent.
And then after you get your card, can you come here by yourself?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. You don't have to pay anything?
Nah, it's free. All you need is your helmet, elbow pads, and knee pads.
And you got a helmet and you got elbow pads, and I guess
got knee pads too.
Knee pads underneath
you
there.
gotta have the pads on. So
so how much does that cost? Like
it depends. If you're a youth, you can probably get them for about $20 for a set. As an adult, probably about $30.
With everything,
With everything, get the helmet too.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey at first for those that just don't have the means, but once they get it, it'll last them a long, long time.
That is the pyramid.
Okay, that one in the center is a pyramid.
Right, and then that's the quarter pipe.
Over here.
This is the bow.
This is the bow.
This is the bow. And then
it's a nuisance. Skateboarders are problems. On the contrary, all skateboarders are looking for is a place to go skate and just be themselves.
Over that little wall right there is the quarter pipe.
Oh, I see, over there in the corner. That's a quarter pipe.
And then the rest I would call hills.
Okay. Hills, and this looks like some kind of ramp or something.
Yeah, like a ramp.
You can zip down here and zip out here, and I guess there's a rail around here someplace where they can, there on the corner,
Okay, during the weekdays it's from 3 to 7. During the weekends from 12 to 7. And that's usually like when it's colder, it's from 3 to 7. When it gets starting to get harder, it's from 3 to 8.
Any of the high schools have like skateboard clubs or anything like that?
You know what? I heard of a couple. They didn't last long. Teachers don't really approve of people coming with skateboards to school.
When school is out, we're always busy. But right now, school is in, so they're at home, hopefully doing their homework.
As you go around the district, what do you feel about the Rotary clubs?
What I'm finding is a renewed invigoration. I'm pleased to see how many very young people are now being brought into Rotary. They used to think it was an old man, white man's club, and the vigor that I'm seeing these young people bringing in, I think it's got the future of Rotary in its hands.
Oh, that's good. So you're optimistic.
I'm optimistic.
That's good. And your term of office is going to be for the rest of the year, I guess.
My term of office will commence July 1 of 2010. I'll be the district governor for 52
Okay. Well, that's going to be a big job. And how many clubs are you going to have?
We have 36 clubs in our district. They extend all the way from Mammoth Lakes clear down to the Pasadena and Woodland Hills area. It's a very large district, sort of shaped like a thermometer with a bulb at the bottom. But one of my favorites is Rosamond.
Well, thanks, and come again.
I shall.
Jack Stewart, the general manager of our Rosamond Community Service District, asked me to come up and find out what California thinks they can save in water in the near term.
California City is looking at a savings of about a half acre foot which approximately is about half of the current consumption.
Half acre per family?
Per family.
That's a 50% saving. To me, that seems like a lot, thinking of my family, but you're the expert, I'm not, so.
Actually, it is a lot of water savings. It will require educating the community, showing them ways that they can improve with a minimal amount of effort the things that they already do. And it'll give them an opportunity to take advantage of some things which will help the community in a lot of ways. Little issues like going to the car wash instead of washing your car in your front yard actually saves a significant amount of money.
Sure.
5 gallons per car, and it all gets reclaimed, it all gets reused.
It all gets reused, so that does it great for water conservation.
Yeah, sure. No waste at all. It all gets pumped back into the system.
Well,
None of it goes out to the waste.
well, it's raining today, so conservation is not the most important thing, but most of the days it's not raining in Rosamond. So the water district would be happy to hear that. So when do you think this will be up and running? You say maybe February 1st or something?
Yeah, I think that's what they hope for, February 1st. So. That's, what, 10 days?
So final health inspection today on Friday, and then stocking next week. Well, I know once they get the shelves stocked, they open up pretty quick. Yeah,
there's a bunch of, we got a punch list to do, I'm sure, but I mean, we do all that while they're already operating.
Sure. You're the top guy in LA County. You protect my water. I raised all my children here, all 8 of them, and my wife, and we drank the water and are healthy. And in this case, as a water professional, what do you think about Acton Agua Dulce? What should happen here?
Well, first of all, we have said in tonight meetings, and I'll continue to say that we will do whatever the community wants us to do. We work for this community, and whatever they want us to do, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And now, in our professional opinion, we have evaluated all the available options to meet this regulatory standard for trihalomethanes, and came up with the most cost-effective way to deal with the problem, and that is the use of chloramines or a combination of chlorine and ammonia.
Sure. Now you're saying cost-effective. And I'm wishing I would hear health effective, the most health effective for the people,
well,
not cost effective.
Maybe the cost is not the right word, maybe more the most effective method to deal with the more stringent water quality standards.
That I can understand. Yeah, because health is primary in everyone's mind, as you know.
And in ours too.
And cost, I mean, I would pay a little bit more if it would make me healthier.
And we struggle with that. And like I said, this is an issue that we have to weigh the cost and we have to weigh the health benefit that would come out of it. And while I understand that folks are willing to pay more for better quality stuff, no doubt about that. But in this case, the use of chloramine is a proven way to deal with the trihalomethanes and to continue have wholesome water with good disinfectant quality in it.
Well, thank you for being open and coming here to talk. I think communication and information, form people's judgment is very, very important. And I appreciate you making the first step to come here and communicate.
You're very welcome, and we enjoyed it. Seriously, we did, and I think we need to do more of that. I really do.
Thank you.
He now has a body rash, and the doctor can't figure out what's causing it, and his next door neighbor little girl, her skin is all red like a lobster. She's getting this terrible eczema. She bathes in a bathtub with chloraminated water, and this guy who now has the body rash, he's lived in Castaic for 8 years, and this only happened a year and a half ago, and the doctor says, I don't know what's causing it. You're not allergic to anything that I know of. So he's done the steroids, and he's done all this, and he's in our chambers of commerce. He's in several of the clubs in our valley, and you probably
and chlorine
have met
was
him.
okay, huh?
Chlorine was fine, but he's reacting to chloramines in Castaic, and he called Castaic to report it, and he got the typical runaround. He's just like, oh, it couldn't be us, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, and they just blew him off.